Hello ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the Netherlands farm, the Netherlands map, whatever you want to call it. Which is... Oh, how did that even happen? Buffalo's one of the only oil steer things I can actually drive. As you can see, we're continuing on with the logging. And don't worry, next episode we will be doing something different. I'll be hopping into the Don and watching CoursePlay, try and figure out what on earth I'm trying to do. Which is going to be fun. Do you want to maybe grab this? No? Has it gone under the... Has it gone under the treads again? Okay, that log can be left for later. Just in a bit of a mood, isn't it? Problems with farm zone physics. All of them. Still trying to figure out how giants thought logging was a good idea with their physics. Seeing as they couldn't get driving correct. And what I find hilarious, and if you're working with giants, consider this constructive criticism. Giants decided that, you know, with all the complaints that people had about bales in 2013 and 2011, 2009, that having physics-based logging was a good idea. Because, you know, the physics engine was never a problem with FarmSim and has never ever been made fun of by anyone called Nerd Cubed or something similar. Or by me. But oh my god, giants, why did you decide to... Yes, the physics engine is better now. The bales work better. The problem is the trees don't. The logs act like 2013 bales and are near impossible to handle. Like, this is just an exercise in frustration and patience. Trying to get this thing loaded up. No, that's the... There. This is so, one of the logs has decided to start dancing. That is not good. And before anybody says, oh, wouldn't it be quicker to... I've probably already said in the previous video. I'm catching you out a few days early. Before anybody says, oh, it would have been quicker to just go to the biomass plant and sell these off as wood. You're probably right, but the crasher's there and I'm going to use it. I think it's actually quicker to sell these off as wood chips anyway, because I can get a slightly higher price. Which I'm going to check in a moment. If it's about 1,000, I will start... I will start using the we'll get a conveyor belt and start using it to transport the wood around, wood chips around, I should say. Because I think I could set up, I could, I don't know, because the soil plant is a bit weird shaped. This is me trying to decide if I can CoursePlay something or not. I don't think so. Because the reversing tip point, I don't think course would work very well. I mean, it might. I'm not saying CoursePlay would never be able to handle that. I'm just unsure if I'll be able to get CoursePlay to handle it. Despite the fact that I got tutorials up, I'm not very good with CoursePlay. Oop. Can I grab this, please? And thank you. Yes, wonderful. Let's get this into the crusher, please. In you go. So at 42% on the trailer. Let's just bring up the prices very quickly. 886. Not really worth selling. I am tempted to harvest a couple of fields of canola just to collect the price there, but no. BJ there for silage is grayed out just because there's no silage store on the map. There is a silage store, I lie. There is a silage storage point. The reason it's grayed out is because there's no silage in there. I could edit the map to put all of the silage ever in there, but I can't be bothered. Also, that would be silly. This thing close, please. There we go. Oh, you little cretin. And we've still got 3/4 of the video left. Wonderful. I'm not complaining about having more video to do, but gonna stop logging for a while after this, I think. This is the reason I don't do logging normally, by the way. For those of you who are wondering, hey, why don't you ever do logging? It's because of this. It's because it's so bad. And I know that you're probably gonna complain that, oh, you're cutting up the wrong trees, you should use the logging trees that you can plant and do this and that. No! I'm gonna cut trees that I can cut. I'm not gonna go buy specific equipment to plant trees so that I can cut them. Giants put these trees in the game and made them harvestable, choppable. Barely. Oh, for the love of... You can't go under the treads now, can ya? It'll find a way. I'm sure it'll find a way. It's like Kim Kardashian. Just annoying and useless. If you like the Kardashians, I'm sorry, but they are just annoying and useless. I'm not going to rescind that remark. They're talentless too. And what are the Kardashians famous for? They have a TV show. Why do they have a TV show? Because they're famous. It's literally it. It's because they're rich, spoiled brats. One of whom has a very large backside, which I would guess is about 80% plastic. So if you ever need a new Barbie, Kim Kardashian's your girl. And I'm trying to avoid saying something about something that has really annoyed me today. I'm gonna just mention it and be careful about what I say. But, oh my god! Why do you do this to me, tree? Why? No. Okay, both of you can come up. And both of you can move over here, Squeech. And both of you can now sit down and behave. Thank you. Basically, what's going on today in Ireland, and if you're from Ireland, you'll know about this. A couple of days ago, an ongoing legal battle, legal thing here was up in court, and the reason it was in court was because RTE, the national broadcaster, decided to have what amounted to a public interest program about a media magnate owner person who has financial difficulties, which is fine. I mean, he has financial difficulties. He's been declared bankrupt in England, I believe. Is this person? But he's in charge of a lot of Irish media outlets, and he's kind of in financial trouble and has been for a while, and there's been talk of irregularities with his banking, and the national broadcaster said, well, it's in the public interest that we let people know exactly how irregular his banking's been, because it's been with a state-owned bank, and it's been bad, which is fine. He got an injunction in the Irish High Court to say, well, you can't talk about that, which is, that's his prerogative. It just reeks of a cover-up on his part, which is, if he wants it to reek of a cover-up, it can reek of a cover-up for all I care. The issue is, minister here, well, not a minister, member of Parliament here, or TD, went into the Dáil and started talking about his financial issues. Specifically, the rate of interest he was being charged for his loans, which, again, public interest, government-owned, state-owned bank, selling interest to somebody, or undervaluing interest for somebody who has a history of very large debts. The issue is, nobody in Ireland can actually report on it, because he's been abusing this is the issue I ran into, by the way, when I was blogging earlier, is the trees always fall into the bloomin' cornfield. Nobody in Ireland can actually report on it and name names, or name specifics, because apparently the injunction he took out against a specific program covers all of the media ever, except maybe the ones he owns, because he'll just say, no, you can't talk about that, or, you know, you're gonna get fired, because that's how corruption works. And deciding to silence the entire media on something is basically saying, I am a criminal, please arrest me. I would rather not have freedom. Well, I would rather be crooked than be honest. I would rather try and silence the media and make the media my puppet, because, hey, I own newspapers. I've never heard of the Streisand effect. It's such a moronic thing to do in 2015. And of course, the injunction only covers Irish newspapers, so I know all of the details, courtesy of The Guardian. It covers actually all Irish news outlets, which is why I'm being careful, because if I'm not and I name specifics, he'll probably try and sue me or some shit. Because that's how corruption works. But yeah. Also, as I speak, the FIFA election is going on, and quite frankly, Sepp Blatter should never be allowed anywhere near a boardroom, because he is corrupt as well. Actually, most of FIFA is corrupt. If Sepp Blatter wins the, you know, I'm speaking on Friday when I'm saying this. If Sepp Blatter wins the election in 6 months' time, you will basically get a who's who of the corruption in FIFA, because anybody still on the vice presidential board in 6 months' time is corrupt. Anyone still in a high position in FIFA in about 6 months' time is going to be corrupt, and is going to be crooked, and is going to be basically on, probably actually on Sepp Blatter's payroll. Because there is no way, I will just refuse to believe that Sepp Blatter is anything but crooked. Corrupt. I'm going to just tab around to find this. Talking about a lot of corruption today. It seems to be the theme of the day. Is corruption. I'll find something nice to talk about next time. I'll at least try. I mean, I can't guarantee it. Okay, you know what, this is such a large chunk of wood that I'm just gonna... Yeah, I'm just gonna drive back over to the crasher. Because I don't trust physics. I don't trust farm sim physics enough to allow it to endure this. Basically. I've started recording at one of the worst times again. I'm gonna have to figure stuff out. Let's see what day it is. Once I start recording, well, I can record. Okay, so for anybody wondering, because this is behind the scenes juicy gossip, I suppose. What I do when I record is I record 4 videos at once. I record 2 on the map that basically has no rules and where I can do whatever I want. And I record 2 on Holborough Park or whatever the other map is. So say right now this is the second one on Netherlands, and after this I'll be switching into Holborough Park and doing the whole story thing there for an episode, and then I'll rejig my recording software and get the longer episode done, and that takes about 2 hours. I actually aim for about 2 hours of footage for that now, so that I can get it up to half an hour. And the joy of that is, it means it's dual harvest now, because it takes about an hour and a half to do one of the farther away fields, but I'm at the closest fields at the moment, so more money for bananas, I guess, or something. But yeah, I'm gonna aim for about 2 hours of footage in the longer for me, same length for you videos. They're actually shorter for you, which is kinda funny for me. Like, I call them the longer videos because they take an hour and a half to get 20 minutes of footage. Because I just speed it up to max and go, away, music. And if you don't like that particular way I'm doing it, tough luck, because I don't want to be doing 1,000,001 hours of off-screen work on that map, because it will burn me out, much like Bantacow. I'm gonna stick with what I have right now, the format that I have. I like it. I think you guys like it as well. It seems to be getting pretty solid views, so that's the way things are gonna stay. Let's go to the park. I have no idea what I'm gonna do with this map, or this format. I may in time just scrap it, I don't know. Okay, so we got one. Yeah, I think I'm gonna end the episode just here, because I'm bored of vlogging. I've actually been doing it secretly all night. Not all night, but for the majority of the night, so I'm tired and not in the mood to log again for a while. So, I've been Rainbow Dave, you've been watching Farming Simulator 15 on the Netherlands map. I will off screen get rid of the rest of that tree, and in the next episode I'll be driving the Don around and watching CoursePlay flail wildly, trying to figure out what on earth it is I'm trying to do. So until then, stay safe, and goodbye.